All right, well, Grandpa Skelly and I are here. It's the December 26th, day after Christmas. We still have a little snow on the ground. Late season muzzleloader archery still in play, so we're gonna see what we can get happening here. The snow's fading a little bit after we got all that snowfall back in December. But Grandpa's got the smoke pole, and hopefully we have some deer want to come out tonight. It's a beautiful night, and we have the ski-doo, as Grandpa calls it, because we don't feel like walking too far, and it's quite a hike in to where we're going. So we'll tag along and see what happens here tonight. All set?
This should be interesting.
Hope you don't mind riding on this thing.
Is that gonna be okay?
Yeah, that'll be all right there. If you can sit right there, I'll just fire her up, and unless you'd rather drive. I'll take it easy on her.
I go clear back.
I won't ride like Monty and I used to.
That time him and Jonathan went around the house in their underwear. You remember hearing about that?
Oh no, I didn't. I don't must have
They
been
had
there.
a contest.
Yeah.
They were froze. They both give up at the same time.
I bet.
Oh, horrible.
You can.
I don't know about Jonathan.
You can move forward if you want to a little, John. I just don't want you to fall off. You can sit right there if you want. All right, good. I'll go park the snowmobile. You make it in all right? My accommodations might not be quite as good as Cliff's, but...
You see them tracks down there?
No, was there deer?
Deer been wandering around them.
Have they?
Amazing.
Thank you.
Hard to believe a year's by since we set out. That's probably the furthest I've ever rode down a ski-doo.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I wondered if you'd familiar with how they ride or not.
I've never been on them that much.
Yeah. Pretty smooth.
I don't know how good my grip is, but I thought if I'm going, you're going with me. Because I had a whole huge jacket.
I was hoping you would.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. I probably couldn't have hung on that good. But.
And that's the older one. The newer one that my dad's riding around with the kids right now is a Cadillac compared to that thing. That's the one I rode around with Monty all those years. Yeah.
Don't owe you nothing.
No.
I'll never forget that buck over there.
Yeah, he walked right over there.
Yeah.
See, this is a new blind. I had this built by that guy in Corey right there by Tim Hortons. At that old rustic cabin place. I had this built. I haven't got windows in it yet because he didn't put any windows in it, but yeah.
I turned around that guy's driveway. I don't know whose it was.
Yeah, that's
I can back in this way better than I can that way.
Yeah, he's a good neighbor. He won't care.
I felt sorry for him because the hood does help on something. That's standard for this time of year. I see where they've been kicking around in it when we come up across. They hear them things all the time, so that doesn't really upset them that much.
I rode right here the last time I came here. I rode right the same spot, and they come out just fine. I think they'd rather see those things than you walking personally. I think they're more scared of us. far are you comfortable with that thing?
75, probably
Yeah.
down along anywhere around through here.
That's far enough.
Over in there, I'd slow up.
Yeah, that's far enough.
Where that buck was last year, that one horn one I probably could have blistered. But
Yeah.
it was getting late and cold. And
Yeah.
what's it gonna prove? We don't need the meat, you know.
Yep.
You still get excited, but as you get older,
Yeah.
it isn't the most important thing in the world.
Right. Yeah.
Just being able to come out here and enjoy it.
Right.
That take a shotgun primer,
Yeah.
209.
Yeah.
That's the only trouble with that. It takes that little tiny thing. Man, they're hard to.
Oh, really?
I think I'm gonna move up next year and do something like that.
Yeah, those are nice. I bought that in Buffalo when Monty and I were in college at the Buffalo Gun Center before they closed. That's where that came from.
If you wait till March, you go to an auction, you'll get one for nothing.
You know, I bet.
I take that 4 o'clock back.
I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up of Dan and Grandpa's last muzzleloader hunt of the year. They had a big doe get really close to the shanty there, and she started blowing and eventually pretty much blew all the deer off the food plot and whatnot. There was a few deer that came out right at dark, but you know, nothing that Grandpa was interested in shooting. They saw a couple different little bucks there, but I really appreciate Dan taking the time to take Grandpa out there, and it was a pretty interesting way to get to the stand on the snowmobile, and or as Grandpa says, skidoo. But we'll have lots more hunting coming in the future, so I appreciate everybody watching. And, you know, thanks to Dan for taking the time to take Grandpa out there and sharing, you know, his food plots and all the hard work he's put into his property with Grandpa. So appreciate it. Have a good one, everybody.